It's time.
The mom and dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Oh, pack your bags, cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
Hello everybody, welcome to the final episode of Total Drama Island Since Edition. As you guys may know, we've been through a journey. This is the final one. Final episode, final two. Trent, Bridget, one of them is going to be our winner. Our jury has decided to join us. Not every single member could make it, unfortunately, due to the Sims 4 capacity of having Sims allowed without mods, because I played this on console. But Lindsay, Gwen, and Cody since they were the first ones to go, they did not join. We'll invite them later for the after party, of course, but they just couldn't join at the moment. But we have the other jury members here, so we're going to tell you immediately. We have everybody's vote, including Lindsay, Gwen, and Cody's vote, so we already basically have a winner. But before we get to that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the journey that these two final contestants have gone through with the previous campers. So we're gonna start off with week 1, where they were both on the they were both in the Killer Baths. They were both on the same team against the Screaming Gophers. And they started to make some friends right off the bat. Immediately, they started to make some friendships, especially Bridget with Lashana. They got along immediately. They made a quick bond. And then the first competition started, which did not go in their favor, unfortunately. They had to give up one of their contestants, that being Heather. Heather did not make it really far, which is one of their strongest suits, but they got rid of her because they thought that she was a problem immediately. So they decided to get rid of her. Second week has passed, and they lost again. This time they had to give up another contestant, another strong one as well, that being Noah. And strong one, at least with brain capacity, but they still had some strong contestants. They had Alejandro, and of course they had Lashana. They had themselves, because Bridget and Trent proved themselves as well. Then they actually won their first challenge against the Screaming Gophers, and they had to give up a contestant, that being Izzy. I want to say weeks, but it's because I'm used to it, but the next challenge, the fourth one, week 4, I'm going to call it, they also won again in a Don't Wake the Llama challenge, and which Alejandro and Lashana conquered that competition. They destroyed the competition, and they made the Screaming Gophers had to give up another extremely strong contestant, that being Courtney. Week number 5, they had a selfie competition, which I recall they did not win, and which is very unfortunate for them, because that was a very strong. It was a really strong week for them, because they had to give up someone that they didn't really wanted to give up from the beginning, and that was Gwen, and that hurt them a lot. So, but they got their revenge, and they actually beat the Screaming Gophers once again, and they took down Duncan as well, which is a great for them, because Duncan was strong as well. Then week 7 came in, and there was a competition which the Killer Bath also won, and that's when they found their redemption. That was that was their defining moment to keeping themselves as safe as possible. And I believe that they did that when they won this competition. And they got rid of Lindsay, which has some improvement throughout the competition, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. But then the twist came along, and then Gwen and Lindsay returned, adding more spots for the jury, because this is where the point where the jury had begun, basically. And they returned, and on the same episode where they returned, there was a triple elimination. Whether they made it or not, it just depended on how they played the game, of course. But the first part of that competition was basically the double part of it, and Gwen kind of did it for no reason in a way, because she lost the competition. Everybody else was safe except for Cody and Gwen, which were eliminated, and it almost was Bridget's turn to get eliminated. Before all of this happened, Trent also joined the alliance with Bridget and Lashana, which was a very strong decision for him because he already had good friends with everybody else. But he really figured that he trusted these two ladies to take him to the end, which paid off, because there he is. And there she is as well, because, you know, Lashana almost made it too, but we'll get to that. So then, around that competition, on the same episode that we were talking about, they lost again. We almost lost Bridget that time, but it was Lindsay who had to pack her bags and go to the jury house, turning into the third member of the jury. So luckily for Bridget, she survived that night. Then there's week 9. It was the ping pong challenge. They all fought extremely hard for it, but it was Trent who won that competition, and he actually showcased how strong he was. Very, very good showcase of strength right there for Trent. And then people actually voted, like, Bridget's name was still in the talks despite all of that. They wanted to get rid of her, but she's still here. She's still not going anywhere. I feel like some people thought that she was a weaker link and didn't deserve the money, and they tried to get rid of her, but it was DJ who left, who I believe they just thought he was Fred, and they got rid of the Fred. Then the bowling competition came along. Lashana carried that competition. It almost went to Bridget and Trent, who killed it as well, but Lashana took the cake. And thanks to that, it took them a lot of safety, because they could keep themselves safe. And then they got rid of Owen, who was a very, very well-mentioned person in in the votes. He was voted for almost every single time. Someone wanted him out. Eventually, he left. Then there was week 11, where we had Beth win, when her back was basically a big target, because everybody was out to get Beth, except for Beth. She was the only one that she could trust. But she won the competition, and now their brains were scattered, and they decided to get rid of a bigger target at that point, that being Alejandro, which was a wise decision. Alejandro's a really tough person to beat. They did the best decision, which, by the way, of course, a very infamous rivalry with Alejandro and Bridget. So that kind of works out. But also a romance that Alejandro had with Trent, which was really unexpected. And I still to this day don't believe that it was true, but it happened, because I saw it with these very eyes. And that was a very, very real ship. And you know what? All for it. You know what? If they're happy, so be it. But it was Alejandro that had to go home, unfortunately. Trent was a little sad. Bridget was more than happy. But it made Bridget so happy that she won the next competition, giving herself immunity. But what people didn't know was that Trent had found the immunity idol that same week. He took the immunity idol and he kept it for a moment where he needed it, a time where he could have been the one eliminated. But fortunately for him, he didn't have to use it that exact night because everybody was already planning on targeting Beth. So Beth was the one that went home. Then it was the yoga challenge. That I had a lot of problems with that challenge, but Jeff was our winner. He actually conquered that competition, showing that he was actually pretty strong. And Trent and Lashana were in deep water for this one because one of them was gonna go home, but they were tied. That's when Trent pulled out his immunity idol to keep himself safe, and that made Lashana go home. Very unfortunate for Lashana. Strong contestant, could have won it all. But if it wasn't for that immunity idol, it might have been her who stayed and made it to the final. But unfortunate for Lashana, she didn't make it. She got 4th place though. I feel like that's the farthest she's ever been, so at least she has that. And then the final 3 came along, and then we had Jeff, and we had Bridget, and we had Trent, and we had the final competition, which Bridget was in the lead for most of it. Literally the entire thing, Bridget was on it. Bridget killed it in that competition, but unlucky for her, the one that found the fish was actually Trent, giving himself immunity and the final vote. And he had decided that he would have had a better chance at winning if he were with Bridget, so he kept Bridget, making Jeff the final person eliminated from the competition. That leads to today. And we're gonna get to the votes right now. So, I have every single vote from every single jury member. I'm going to reveal to you guys right now. Remember, these are votes for the winner. They voted for the winner. And first up, we have Cody, who gave his vote for Bridget. It's 1 vote Bridget, 0 Trent. Gwen has decided to use her vote for Trent. So we have 1 Trent, 1 Bridget. Lindsay used her vote for Trent. That is 2 votes Trent, 1 vote Bridget. We go down to DJ, whose vote was for Bridget. That is 2 votes Bridget, 2 votes Trent, 5 votes left. You need 5 to win. So far they have 2 and 2. Owen has voted for Bridget. 3 votes Bridget, 2 votes Trent. Alejandro has voted, for no surprise here, he voted for Trent. Now we are tied again. 3 votes Trent, 3 votes Bridget. Beth has voted for Trent. 1 more vote for Trent and he wins. If the next vote is for Bridget, we have a tie. If the next vote is for Trent, we have a winner. Lashana's vote, no surprise here either, it's for Bridget. The final vote goes to Jeff. And Jeff decided to vote for the winner of Total Drama Island. Congratulations, Bridget! You are this season's winner and you will be taking home the final marshmallow. Congratulations on being the last camper standing, you are this season's winner. Trent, congratulations on making it this far. You are our runner-up. You have been an amazing contestant. Amazing. And I would love to see more of you in the future. You have done an amazing job. You absolutely killed it. And there it is. There's Bridget claiming her marshmallow. Congratulations. You deserve it. You have made an amazing gameplay from the beginning all the way to the end. You have kept yourself safe. You proved yourself. You were literally in the name of people to get voted off. And you made it. You are our winner. We're gonna stop that marshmallow roast and we're gonna go all the way to the Dock of Shame where everybody here is gonna light up firework. Well, just light it up. What an amazing season. We need to talk about this season because this has been an amazing journey. And I can't believe that it's finally come to an end. I can't wait for you guys to find out how this season is gonna... And look at that! And there's a fire. Of course there is. Well, nothing like a chaotic ending to Total Drama Island. No biggie. But there we have it, everybody. This is the end of Total Drama Island. This is it. Bridget's our winner. Trent is our amazing runner-up. I wouldn't have it any other way, or unless it was the other way, then I'm fine. Trent would have been an amazing winner, but we have Bridget, who played an amazing game. She is the winner of 1,000,000 simoleons, and that's a wrap for the season, guys. Thank you so much for watching it. I will be revealing to you... Okay, you can stop running away. Come back. Okay, but now that we have our winners, I am going to show you guys a clip of the next season. We have a preview of what our cast is going to look like, and I will show that trailer to you right now. Play it.
What did that guy just say? Oh yeah!
Where the fuck is my goddamn butt? I mean, I'm here to play. I'm here to win. You call that a starfish?
Like I've told you 4,000,000 times, God would choose me over you anytime. You lying bitch!
Dolphin Road!
Don't you tell me how many calories I need, bitch!
Hey, Beach.
And that's a wrap now, guys. This has been the end of the road. We invited Cody, Lindsay, and Gwen to join in for the party. And like, yes, by the way, that computer wasn't there, but that's because we had to buy the fireworks, so don't worry, that didn't impact anything. But that is it, guys. This is the end of the road. This is Total Drama Island, and I can't wait to see you guys for Survivor Influencers at War. It's gonna be epic. I am game making at the moment. We're preparing for the next season, and yeah, I can't wait for you guys to join and see it. This is the final episode of Total Drama. I am so glad to have you guys as my audience. You have been an amazing audience. Thank you so much for the support. I'm just glad that it's finally over, and I can't wait to see you guys see if the one character that you're rooting for actually won. In this case, it's being Bridget. And if they didn't, then just be proud that they made it somewhat far, because they killed it. They did great. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.